are the prices like?
You tell me. You tell me. What you're paying for them at the moment.
100% that's all.
But the best thing to do is if you take some pictures of the stock,
Right.
get some prices and text them over to me, and then we can have a deal then.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
We take snap.
Yeah, help yourself. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, no problem. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Willie. Hello, Willie. Hello, guys. Hello for everyone tuning into the channel on this Sunday evening at 5 o'clock. I hope you enjoyed the Bangles of Cash episode we dropped last week. It was a chaos weekend, and I hope the episode was as chaos as it was. Yeah. All right?
Yep.
Today's episode's all going to be about learning from your mistakes, Will.
Is it?
Yeah. We're going to start off learning from our mistakes.
Yes.
So, let me show you the latest mistake. Oh my God, I've just seen your new tattoo.
Oh, leave me alone.
Let me see it.
No.
Till you do that.
Huh?
Till you do that.
No.
When are you going to fill it in?
That's why I'm leaving it.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I wanted to do it if it's all right, I like that.
Thanks.
It's like modern hashtag, what do they call it? Abstract.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh, right, Will. So, on today's episode, I'm going to show you how we've learnt from our mistakes. Oh my God, watch the guy. Watch the bloke walking around with an axe. Dangerous, man, dangerous. Well, as a scrap dealer, it breaks my heart if I don't buy something, right?
Mm-hmm.
We do our very, very best if something arrives to the yard that is different to how it was advertised or described, for example. And we will always try and help out and do a deal because a lot of people truck trade and they don't see the material themselves and then it arrives and it's different to what they sold me, yeah? Following? With me?
Yep.
I was told that I had some stainless steel come in which had maximum 10% attachments, i.e. steel, plastic, copper, blah, blah, blah. Yeah? This arrived. 14 tonne of stainless, worth just shy of £14,000. This arrived yesterday, tipped it off. Lovely bits of 3 or 4 in it. However, it's just down the alley. And it's been there 12 hours now because the guys that have delivered it drove off and then I'm trying to get it collected. But this is something that in the past I probably would have tried to have dealt with and cleaned and sold on. However, after the brass incident last week, which I want to be honest with you now, has been a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. All fun and games for the channel, but as a business, it's f***ed us really bad.
What happened to it after the episode?
Hello?
What happened to it after the episode?
We went through it as best we could and we sold some to somebody and they saw it and went, well, that's isn't it? Have it back. So we've still got it a week later. So technically, what you got to think of as a company here, we have £50,000 of a skip floating around. We can't get rid of it. It's just tied up.
I don't want it before you say.
So yeah, nice load of 3 or 4 turned up. Now, it wouldn't be so bad, for example...
You need to stop using the word a nice load.
Load turned up.
Yeah, that's better.
Wouldn't be so bad, like if we do a fragment, like if you could put it to a fragmentation plan and they could chop it all up and then on their overband magnets, the separators and the eddy currents, the stainless goes that way, steel goes that way, blah, blah, blah. But unfortunately, this has some real thick, solid bars in it at the bottom, like there's one, but if you can just see that. Now that, I've been told, would actually damage the teeth and the shredder on a frag, so they don't want it, I don't want it, it's in my yard. I'm hopefully getting it collected today, and that's my lesson that I've learned. If you can't make it work, don't try, let it go.
Every day is a school day.
Every day is a school day in the scrap trade.
You just said the word overband magnet and it reminded me of something. I haven't seen the shaker table in
Scrap, mate,
quite a while. Is it still over there?
So we had 22 bins of titanium sporified that was like contaminated, ready to go through.
Yeah.
We put one through the other day, it just didn't work. So
Is it still over there?
Yeah, it's still over there, rotting in the corner where it deserves to be. Furthermore, to my bad load of stainless, not only has it come in rough, the price has also plummeted on stainless steel. Now, I was paying $950 for it. Now it's on $860, $880. It has fallen, and whether it keeps going down is another question. I didn't want to be stitched up with a load of rough stainless on a dropping market, which I'd lose a lot of weight cleaning it to then resell at a lower rate. So I thought, you know what, cut my losses. I've not lost anything so far apart from space. Call my haulier up. Sorry, this one hasn't worked because the customer hadn't seen it either, you see. So when I sent him pictures and videos yesterday, he was like, oh, sorry, Harry, didn't realise it was that bad. And he's happy to collect it. So there we go. That's my bad trade of the week gone.
It's becoming a regular thing.
It's not, I had a good one yesterday. I had a 14 ton of dry bright delivered. Ooh. I got tipped off and loaded back up and sound. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Also, we've bought fridge compressors off a new customer from down south. A big, well-known scrapyard, won't say names for obvious reasons, but it's a nice way of getting introduced to that company for future relationships. They can't backload anything tomorrow, but then they are going to be chasing us for things because they're going to get a lot of material, motors and fridge pot wires for me. Here's a special price of the week, Will. I need some as well. So if you do have any, same day payment, £1,200 a tonne on all of your starters and alternators. Need them. Got a box going out in 2 weeks, and what about 6 tonne? Need 20 tonne. That's my intro.
Perfect. Really enjoyed it.
Did you enjoy it?
I did.
Would you like to go and have a TAURUS update?
I would.
We have a TAURUS update.
Is it positive?
No, not really.
Oh. And fun?
Huh?
Is it fun?
No, not really.
Okay.
But it
fine.
is an update.
Yeah,
So you can
go
do
on.
that. Come on, follow the shuffle.
I've renamed you Hooray Harold.
Why?
Well, just because you're still wearing
Hey,
it.
if you haven't watched the Bangers of Cash episode, by the way, go and watch it. Will Fox Davis is a Hooray Henry.
Yes.
He is
He
the
wears,
definition.
he wears boat shoes
He wears boat shoes in winter.
and he doesn't have a boat.
He does have a boat. He has a place in Aberfromney or something in Wales.
Does
He
he?
does have a boat.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There's a lot of...
Oh no.
What are you doing? He's just hit his van. He's just hit his van. Bartok, let's go on this one. We've had a collision.
It's a hit and run.
Yeah.
Very slow run, but
I am so glad you're doing that, not me.
Well, you wouldn't do it, would you?
I would have had to, but I don't have to because you're doing it. That's the...
it's a pretty draining job.
Hey. Drains, man. Even at our old yard, we had bad drains, and then at the new yard, we've still got bad drains. Nightmare. Brandon's good at plunging into small holes, aren't you? Right. Come on, Will. Keep up.
Steve,
Eyes
have you
up.
been down on your knees?
Always. It's the first thing I do when you work at Taroni's.
Yeah, the TAURUS update. We had an email off our solicitor yesterday, and TAURUS have come back with a response to our meeting the other day, and they have basically said they will pay for half of the electric modifications, turn the machine to electric. They've said that they'll pay half, right, and then at the same time put £60,000 of a quote from their end. So you can tell that they've added 60,000 quid on. It's like an extra 30 grand they don't have to pay, isn't it? And that's only a few months ago they said it the first time. So to me, that admits fault. That they're admitting to, well, they wouldn't, if they weren't at fault in any way, shape or form, they wouldn't pay a penny. So they've also said that they want the 3 diesel engines back and the 2 other things from the engine bay for the diesel power packs. They want them back along with that deal, but at the end of the day, that would be okay if, as a company that's engines have blown up, they paid for them. But we paid for those engines, they're our engines. There isn't a way, shape or form that TAURUS have got legal ownership of those engines because we paid directly Caterpillar for them. So basically, if we went halves on the electric bill, not only does that cost us, what, I don't know, 100 grand, yeah, for example, plus then they want the 3 engines which cost us 150,000 back. So they're too, like, I don't get how they think that's feasible. It's a ridiculous like offer, basically. So long story short, we were suing them regardless, so just keep suing them. No one in their right mind is going to go to bed at night, sleep well, knowing they've got a lawsuit on their heads for 650,000, and it's actually gradually going up. So, you know, I don't care who you are, no one wants that pressure on you. So if they were a good stand-up company and helped us out when we needed it, obviously we wouldn't have got to this stage, but that's where we're at. So if you are thinking of ordering a TAURUS, we are more than happy to tell you our opinion and explain to you how we have been treated and give you a nice trip. So yeah, you know, if you are thinking of buying a Taurus, as much as I don't want to badmouth them, which I'm not going to, I'm only expressing our experience with the company. So if you want to hear that, although you've probably watched a few videos and you'll find out exactly what we're on, you know, that's where we're at. Please DM me, email us, welcome to come down and look at the machine and see the modifications that we had to third party install. So yeah, that's the Taurus one. Although I will say, bit of a flip it back, look at the 1 and 2 pile. There, because when it does work, it's brilliant. When it breaks, not so much. While we have been steady, the next step of maintaining the yard is bosh. The waste bay, yeah. Gonna get a pad of concrete poured in there today. Dad's bought a new digger for himself as a little toy. He's brought it down, I'll show you in a second. And yeah, we cut that out yesterday and this morning. Gone to get some reinforcement bar, concrete that up, because although it's only waste, this area is hammered a lot, as much as the scrap was. Hello, Margito. Good, man. Good. Yeah, so that's it. We're going to constantly be on top of repairs here.
Are you not laying it yourself?
Pardon?
Are you not laying it yourself?
No.
I heard you're a concrete expert.
I actually am all right concrete, you know, yeah. Down at the old yard when I was about 18, I did most of the pads there.
I know. You told us. Do you not remember?
Totally. Huh? I did. What else is going on, Willie? Batteries are slowly starting to creep up. We are on £500 a tonne delivered in now for good quantities. We've booked in quite a lot. So
What's brass at the moment?
Brass is at about 41. No, for me to buy it, probably £39, £4 a kilo, that sort of figure.
Because someone made a good point that Richard said when you hit £4.
No, I think it was 5.
Was it?
I think it was 5, yeah. Because it's been £4 for a while.
Yeah, maybe
but that sort of figure. £5 a kilo, Richard said, about selling the brass wool, but unfortunately Richard's not here, so he can't make that decision. Plus, I quite like it, you know.
Yeah.
I'll be quite upset.
Where's this digger?
Good question. My dad's new toy. Ha! I would show you how to start it, but it's got code, I don't know yet.
Oh, that's dinky.
Yeah, a little dinky digger. So Dad bought himself like a 3.5 tonner 15 years ago, and he's had it for all these little jobs at his farm and all that sort of stuff, and then upgraded time. So much money though now. Do you want to hear a funny, horrible story about digger? This one has a full cab on, which is fantastic, but Dad's first digger had a bar that went over the top, and he almost killed himself on Christmas Day once. He had a 1.5 ton digger, and he was digging a trench at home, and he went down a hole, but anyway, long story short, the digger fell on him, and the bar went across his stomach, and he was stuck under it for like an hour.
My main question is, why was he doing that on Christmas Day?
Yeah, good question. No one knows. He just decided one day to dig a trench on Christmas Day, yeah. All right, Will.
So nimble.
Ah?
So nimble.
Because I'm a hybrid athlete. Excuse me, I want to keep the heat in. Ah! I just remember how to draw the now. Where's the thing? Ah, she's only got it. No, I don't. Where's the thing? Can't remember where the umbrella was.
What are you doing exactly?
Let Sean out, and then I'm gonna load the old roll up. Sean, you literally get an Arctic through there, come on. Tell you what, Atlas, you've done well here, nice train to drive. Flash. Ooh. Bring that round, bosh, in there. Nice bit of old roll. You might be going, oh my God, why is Harry driving the crane? Well, I just thought, you know what? I'll check out, see if the skills are still there. It's like riding a bike. Once you've got it, it never goes. You know what I mean? It's like making love to a woman once you've got the gist of it with your hands, everything else is easy. Will's looking at me outside. Old roll today. As I'm loading it out, I'm going to try and get 7-8 ton of this wagon, maybe 9 if we're lucky. I will pay you, delivered in, $11.50, which I think is a cracking race at the moment. That's why we're doing so much volume, the old roll. There is a high demand for it, and it's weird because although some of the markets have dropped off, like stainless, the rally market is still. Whoa! I missed a bit. Did miss a bit then, it came over the side. Now, next step for Taroni Metals, I'd love space to shred the old roll and make TT. So when we do get our new yard, Because we are always on the lookout for, we're just waiting for somebody to sell us one. That's what I want to do. I want to process stuff and get more into the recycling and better processing of aluminiums. Did you know? Apparently, aluminium production and usage has gone up like 27% in the last 12 months across all industries. So Ali could be the metal of the future. You know that, Will? And out of that 27%, right, that fact could be wrong. I could have made it up, but I haven't. I read it somewhere. And I thought, oh, that's an interesting fact, this. Wow, you all right, that was a bit much. Ah, bit of a rough spot there, bit of turbulence. Bit of turbulence. I reckon a couple more grabs and we're done. Huh? Bit bumpy. Right. Well, how do I get your finger off the window?
Just pull it from like that.
That's it?
Yeah.
Catch it.
No. Don't let go of it.
And then we've got non-ferrous. See, I can just touch the bags and know what's inside it. 98% tube. I mean, it may or may not say on the bags what it is. So we've gone from having a really steady morning with no one here, so now Arctic's turned up delivering 4 loads of motors to full Arctics and bloody non-ferrous. So that's what it's like here. Chaos all the time. What should we do, Will? Should we what should we do? I don't know.
Want to read some comments?
Yeah? Nice name. Spuff Monkey. Top bit again, lads. Got a tub full of copper to bring over, and I'm just over an hour away, so I need to find an excuse to come to Birmingham. Not that seeing all your smiling faces isn't reason enough. Well, Spuff Monkey, I'll give you an excuse to come over here. £6.40 a kilo on your 98%. Bosh. Jamie Honey, 9889. Thinking of you, Rich. Lots of love and get more soon. You're greatly missed in the yard at Sunday Vlog. It is very true. He's greatly missed, and he is he's on the mend. He's doing very well. It's just his legs giving him a lot of stick. So yeah, he's he'll be sound. Just give him a bit more time. He will be back. He will be back. What's funny about Richard is because he's obviously not like, you know, fully mobile and running around like doing his errands and things like this, right? He doesn't get his hair cut very often now. His hair's so long. Very funny. Tom Harps went to the yard today, been watching for ages, but was living down south. Harry was in the office, Lee was on his forks, was hoping to see Stan have a row in the yard, but it was all a bit quiet. All a bit quiet.
White.
Huh?
White.
Yeah, that's what it says. It says quiet. But anyway, good setup though, and glad to got to see it all in real life. Yeah, I think the yard is, you know, the 8th wonder of the world.
Isn't that you?
No, that's not me. I'm just like the people's champion. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You look up sex icons on Google, and there's just a picture of me. Quick build, Mick. It's over there, isn't it? Is there a different price for clean brass and dirty brass with like plastic on it, or is it all just mixed brass? Cheers.
You're not the person to ask.
Huh?
You're not the person to ask.
Right. So brass. This year specifically, not like forever, but this year, brass has changed a lot. So you've got India brass and China brass. Now I'm assuming India brass is the. India brass has a higher tolerance for contamination, i.e. plastic, hoses, attachments, yeah? I'm assuming that is because they have cheap labour and they will get 20 Indian guys sit there with screwdrivers and really pull it apart for like 50p a day. Yeah? So they allow for that. Their price then, for example, is instead of like the £4 a kilo mark, it's probably like the 360. That's how they make that work. China brass is tip it off, it's going straight in the foundry, immaculate, it's going to be spot on. That's why their allowance is like 2%. So last week, for example, when that load came in, it was like pre-sorted brass. All the clean stuff was chucked straight into China, and all that stuff really should have been gone through, but we ended up buying it because, yeah. Listen, roll the dice, like Auntie Joshua said. Roll the dice and come up short. That's the way it happens. Anyway, sir, great video, lads. I wonder how many viewers have gone to the cutlery door looking for stuff marked EPNS after watching this. Yeah. EPNS, we went through it last week. Electroplate, nickel, silver. Keep an eye out. If you see that small stamp, it's like a hallmark. It is not silver, so be aware. Malcolm Gray, hurry up and come back, Ricky T. Missing your pigeon. His pigeon is safe and sound, guys, don't worry. It's in the office, in a secure lockup. Solid scrapping and diving. Will was right. There was so much copper pipe in that brass. So there wasn't. There was like 3 kilos. 6 little copper pipes this big worth £3. Listen, that was the least of my problems, considering the whole load was. There's it. So now on this load, we have got, I can see already, copper tanks, 98%, clean brass, HE9, batteries, household, stainless steel, and
A partridge in a pear tree.
hard drawn wire. To get that off, this is why we do not keep stock, for example, because on this wagon now there's going to be 50, 60 grand. That Arctic there was 20 grand. I had 10 ton of dry Brighton yesterday worth 80 grand. Like, cash flow is massive. We've done like £1 million this week on stock. That's why we get rid of it, get our first profit in and sell stuff straight away, apart from like your motors.
Is that because your first profit is your best profit?
First profit is your best profit. Every tap man will tell you that. So, the weather's miserable. The yard is busy. Got to organise all this stuff now, get the paperwork done. So I'm going to leave you to it. Guys, thank you very much. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Please drop a comment if you want to see anything scrap related that's more specific. We can focus on it in an episode.
What?
Please drop a comment if you want to see something specific. We can show you, educate you guys about the scrap trade. Let us know. Hit the comment, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys next week.
We need to we need to thank Beyonce.
Why?
Well, if anyone's following the P Diddy case, they'll understand.
I've got no baby oil. Tell you what I did have though. I had 1,000 bottles of like hand gel once. Yeah, different stuff. Hello, Lee. How are you? Lee's walking up. He's moody.
Hey, I've just got
We went past the Villa Grand earlier. It was lovely.
Walk past what?
Went past the Villa Grand earlier. It was lovely.